Hello guys, great back with another video. So today I'm reviewing a fragrance that's been getting a lot of talk recently. This one is called Pineapple Vintage, and it's from a new house called Parfums Vintage. The fragrance does bear some similarities to Creed's Aventus, which is why it's been getting a lot of talk recently. Now this house have sent me products, full disclaimer, and this is actually the first time I've ever reviewed a fragrance from any house that's ever sent me anything. The actual bottle I'm reviewing here wasn't sent me for free because I've actually bought more bottles from this brand for my fragrance website. Not that it makes any difference or it would change my review, but I just thought I'd let you guys know that. So Pineapple Vintage, new brand, currently have 3 fragrances. First one is this one, which is the one we're looking at, Pineapple Vintage. There's another one called Pineapple Vintage Noir, which was released at the same time. And there's a brand new one which just came out this month, May 2017, called Pineapple Vintage Intense. So we'll have a quick look at the presentation first. Really like the box. This whole area here is all raised. You probably can't see, but it's good quality eau de parfum strength. The really cool feature is this part on the back, which has got this sort of artwork on here, but very good. The bottle itself, very thick, heavy, good quality glass. You've got this Pineapple Vintage plaque. It's got a wooden cap. Let's show you the sprayer. Oops, didn't press that properly. Really good distribution of spray. So I'm really impressed with the presentation. Obviously it's a brand that doesn't have the budget that other brands do. Well, I assume it doesn't anyway. So yeah, really good presentation. So the important thing, what do we get from this one? So this fragrance, I'm sure this is a complex fragrance to put together, but it isn't actually complex in its smell. And that's not a criticism at all, because Aventus isn't complex either, and they're not intended to be. But this one, what you get in here is a very unmistakable, bright burst of pineapple at the beginning, and as I said, unmistakably pineapple, because in Aventus I get a lot more of a generic fruitiness. I get apple and bergamot and a bit of just some other fruity notes which come through more in Aventus than they do in this one. But there's 2 other things, or 2 other characteristics in this fragrance that are equally as dominant as pineapple for me. And the first one is like a very green, damp, mossy accord, and it runs throughout the fragrance. And that mossiness is also smoky, which I guess you'd expect from a fragrance that resembles Aventus. And the other dominant feature of this fragrance is a sourness. There's a real sourness to this, and it does give it a little extra dimension because that contrasts with the sweetness from the pineapple. If I'm honest, I'm not a fan of the first 10 minutes of this fragrance, but that's often the case for me. You've really got to let this one settle and give it a chance. I get about 6 to 8 hours of really good longevity on this one, and about 1 or 2 hours of very good projection, which for my skin is pretty good. When you get through to the dry down, there's some musk in here and some patchouli, which add a little bit more to it, but essentially I would sum the fragrance up as being a smoky, mossy pineapple fragrance. Fragrance is available from the Parfums Vintage website. I'll leave a link below. Price is $91 shipped to the US and £70 shipped to the UK. So it sits in between kind of those very cheap Aventus clones and Aventus itself. Is this a replacement for Aventus? Not for me, but me and Aventus go back a long way, right to the very start actually. But I think for somebody that doesn't own Aventus, this one's definitely worth trying. And also I think it's different enough from Aventus that if you do own Aventus, it's worth trying this out. It is a fragrance. It's not an Aventus clone. I would say it's an Aventus inspired fragrance. It's got its own thing going on basically. So to summarise it, definitely one to try for people that don't want to spend £250 on Aventus. If you're a die-hard Aventus fan, don't expect this to be an exact copy. It isn't. It's different. But there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave your comments and your thoughts on this one below. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do, and I will see you all very soon with another video. Cheers.